Did you know the original Samsung Galaxy Tab 3 Lite was released way back in 2014? That's over a decade ago. The Samsung Galaxy Tab 3 Lite still manages to pop up in conversations about budget-friendly tablets. Its longevity is a testament to its initial popularity, but does it still hold up today? 1. Introduction: a tablet with history. Launched in 2014, the Samsung Galaxy Tab 3 Lite 7.0 was Samsung's answer to the growing demand for ultra-budget tablets, a compact, lightweight slate designed for basic tasks with a 7-inch screen, modest hardware, and broad global availability. More than a decade later, in 2026, its place in the tech landscape has evolved, shifting from a mainstream budget choice to a retro curiosity in a world dominated by powerful mid-range and flagship tablets. 2. Origins, specs, and what it offered back then. At launch, the Tab 3 Lite stood out primarily for its price and portability, not performance. 7-inch TFT display with 1024 by 600 resolution, adequate for simple viewing, but low pixel density by modern standards. 1.2 GHz dual-core processor with 1 GB RAM and 8 GB storage expandable via microSD. Android 4.2 Jelly Bean out of the box, even then, an entry-level experience. 3,600 mAh battery rated for around 8 to 9 hours of mixed use. 2MP rear camera, no front camera, fine for basic snapshots but not video calls. It was discontinued long ago and today survives mostly in used and refurbished markets, often as a cheap or nostalgic device, rather than a serious everyday gadget. 3. The hardware reality in 2026. Put bluntly, the hardware is uncompetitive by today's standards. Tablets in 2026, whether budget models from Samsung, Xiaomi, or Apple's iPad lineup, come with 5G/4G or Wi-Fi 6/6E connectivity. Octa-core CPUs, often with dedicated AI engines. 4 GB plus RAM, 64 GB plus storage. Android December 13, 2014 or iPadOS 17/18 support. Larger, higher-resolution displays with better color and brightness. None of these are features the Tab 3 Lite provides, and many modern apps can't run properly on Android 4.2, nor receive security updates. 4. Software and app compatibility, limited at best. In 2026, Android has progressed far past 4.2, with many apps and services dropping support for anything older than Android 8 or 9. That means popular apps may not install or crash. Browsing experiences are hindered by outdated web engines. Security patches aren't available, exposing potential vulnerabilities. Even simple productivity tasks like word editing or Excel aren't reliably supported on the native OS, and side-loading apps, while occasionally possible, brings risks and mixed results. Community users have reported extremely slow and laggy experiences for basic tasks, with many advising against relying on the Tab 3 Lite for daily productivity. 5. Everyday use in 2026, what it can still do. Despite its age, the Tab 3 Lite isn't entirely useless. In specific, limited roles, it still holds value. Casual reading and PDFs, the 7-inch form factor can work for ebooks or documents, if you don't mind the low resolution. Music playback, older media apps or offline files can still play. Retro/legacy gaming, simple games or cartoon media files may run acceptably. Dedicated utility roles, some niche users repurpose old tablets as kitchen recipe scrapers, IoT controllers, or digital picture frames, especially if stripped down or loaded with lightweight launchers. Still, these are narrow uses, far from mainstream tablet expectations in 2026. 6. Battery life after all these years. Battery chemistry degrades over time. A 12-year-old tablet likely suffers from diminished capacity unless the battery has been replaced. Even with its original 3,600 mAh cell, any long playback or web browsing session will be modest, particularly compared to modern tablet batteries. 7. Price today versus value proposition. Interestingly, the Galaxy Tab 3 Lite is still listed in some Indian price trackers at around 9,999 rupees in its original Wi-Fi model, possibly reflecting leftover stock or generic listings rather than real market availability. At that price in 2026, you're almost always better off with a new entry-level Android tablet with better specs, a refurbished Galaxy Tab A or S series tablet from the last 3 to 5 years, a used iPad model with more app support and performance, The Tab 3 Lite only remains compelling if you find one very cheaply, for example, under 2,000 rupees, and intend it for the lightest possible use. 8. Alternatives that make more sense in 2026. If your goal is a cheap tablet that's truly usable today, consider new budget models from Samsung or other brands with Android 12.13, larger screens, and better battery life. Refurbished Galaxy Tab A or S6 Lite 2020-2022 models with 3 to 4 GB RAM, modern Android builds, and broader app support. Used iPads like iPad Air 2, iPad 5th Gen, etc. with sustained ecosystems. These alternatives provide longer lifespans, better performance, and modern connectivity, areas where the Tab 3 Lite cannot compete. 9. Sustainability and nostalgia, a legit use case? There's something to be said for sustainability, using old tech rather than discarding it. Many hobbyists and retro tech lovers enjoy keeping such devices alive for fun projects, such as DIY digital photo frame software, home automation dashboards, dashboard clocks, or kitchen assistants. For these niche uses, the Tab 3 Lite can still be repurposed, but that's a functional hobbyist scenario, not a compelling mainstream recommendation. 10. Final verdict, still worth it in 2026? In most cases, no. The Samsung Galaxy Tab 3 Lite 7.0 has historical value and can handle very light tasks, but in 2026 it's not a practical tablet for general use due to outdated OS and app compatibility, weak hardware by modern standards, better alternatives available at reasonable prices, limited everyday productivity or entertainment performance. At best, it's a niche, nostalgic gadget or dedicated single-use device, not a meaningful everyday tablet purchase in 2026. 11. Quick summary. Samsung is a well-established name in the tech world, especially when it comes to smartphones and tablets. The company has a long history of producing devices that cater to a wide range of users, from budget-conscious buyers to those looking for high-end specifications. The Galaxy Tab 3 Lite was one of their earlier attempts to capture the budget tablet market, released at a time when tablets were becoming increasingly popular. The Galaxy Tab 3 Lite comes with a 7-inch screen, making it a compact and portable device. Its battery life was one of its selling points, promising hours of use on a single charge. Under the hood, it's powered by a dual-core processor, which was decent for its time but may struggle with more demanding tasks today. In terms of specifics, the Galaxy Tab 3 Lite features a 7-inch TFT display with a resolution of 1024 by 600 pixels. The device is powered by a 1.2 GHz dual-core processor, coupled with 1 GB of RAM and 8 GB of internal storage, which can be expanded via a microSD card. The tablet also offers a 2MP rear camera and a 1.3MP front camera, which, while basic, were sufficient for casual photography and video calls. The Galaxy Tab 3 Lite runs on Android 4.4 KitKat, which is quite outdated now, but it was a stable and user-friendly version of Android at the time of its release. When it comes to performance, the Galaxy Tab 3 Lite shines in basic tasks like browsing the web, checking emails, and streaming music. However, it struggles with more demanding apps and games, which require more processing power. One of the major pros of the Galaxy Tab 3 Lite is its affordability. It's an excellent option for those on a tight budget who still want a functional tablet. However, the cons are evident in its performance limitations. If you're looking to use it for more intensive tasks, you might find it lacking. The device's user interface and overall user experience are still smooth, given its age and specifications. Compared to newer tablets in the same price range, the Galaxy Tab 3 Lite may seem outdated. Newer models offer better performance, higher resolution displays, and more features like improved cameras and newer software. 12. Conclusion: who might still buy one? You might consider the Galaxy Tab 3 Lite if you want an ultra-cheap second screen or lightweight reader, are interested in retro tech projects or experimentation, intend to repurpose for specific home roles digital frame, control panel, etc. But for most users seeking real value in 2026, modern hardware, security updates, app support, and smooth performance, it doesn't make sense compared to newer or even lightly used tablets. I've had my fair share of experience with the Galaxy Tab 3 Lite, and it's been a decent device for casual use. In my opinion, the Galaxy Tab 3 Lite is still worth it in 2026, but only for very specific users. If you're looking for a device to handle basic tasks like reading, browsing, and streaming, it might be a good fit. Check out my other video where I compare the Galaxy Tab 3 Lite to other budget tablets on the market. Or, share your own experiences with the Galaxy Tab 3 Lite in the comments below.